Hey family, how are you guys doing tonight? I hope you had a beautiful day today. Know that if you don't show up for yourself, you can't show up for anybody. But I'm gonna just jump right into it, okay? Because I've been channeling these messages for the last couple of days. Okay, I heard you won the genetics lottery, okay? Your beauty is deeper than your skin. It's deeper than what you look like. It's deeper than how you present physically. Okay, I'm hearing you're deeper than that. Okay, I could be speaking to somebody who is hyper fixed on what things look like on the outside, and it's not just body image. Okay, it could be anything, hyper fixed on the perfection of what it looked like, but you're not focused or present in the moment in regards to something. But you hit the genetics lottery, and that tells me a lot. Okay, funny story, I got 2 alchemy cards in here, and I'm sure it was a mistake. And when I was about to say that, I heard genetic defect, okay, or something that was presented as a defect or dysfunctional was actually your superpower. Okay, this could be anything. All right, you could be somebody that suffer with anxiety. Okay, I'm also hearing depression, but specifically anxiety. This is because you can feel a lot around you, and instead of them teaching you how to ground yourself in what you're feeling or filter out those emotions, they put a stamp on it so that way you can think you crazy, first of all, and think that you have to take genetically I ain't even gonna say genetically manufactured medicine to keep that game going. Okay, or this is like maybe somebody here have autism, and you haven't quite yet figured out how to make that work for you, or you could be on a spectrum or some sort. Or I'm hearing like neurodivergent energy. Okay, you hit the genetics lottery. Okay, you could also be somebody that do look good on the outside. Okay, I'm not taking that away from you, but like I said, I'm picking up more like on a soul level. Okay, let's get right into this energy. I see over here calling on your ancestors. This is like mastering something or being possessed by an ancestor that have mastered something, and they come through you, and you, this is like reminding me of that one story I remember where this guy, not sure the name, okay, I'm sure a lot of people don't heard of this story. He went to the crossroad to get some type of power to be powerful in music. Okay, but that, to me, like how I'm seeing it is like he went to a point in his life, or he went where people were afraid to be able to tap into his ancestry. Okay, and this is the energy I'm getting. I'm definitely hearing shadow. Okay, something about a shadow here, or your shadow, or something about the darkness and exploring that part of you. I'm also hearing femme fatale. Okay, I was also picking up earlier something about your bodily fluids. I'm seeing sweat, and I'm hearing ejaculation, and something about an orgasm or the power. Okay, and when I heard that before I got on here, I was thinking like, what about like water, right? Water, right, on this plane, on this body. Okay, the water of the earth is its bodily fluids. Okay, also with the oil. All right, and then I was thinking about our bodies. Somebody here, you could do magic. Okay, I'm getting like magic or something magical behind your semen, and using it in rituals or magic. Okay, and I'm not talking about magic where you're trying to bend somebody else's will. I'm talking about you using your waters or your sweat or your something here to benefit yourself. This could be in regards to communication as well. Okay, you got the forgotten. It's like it's bringing me back to when that person went to the crossroads. They forgot the divinity, or they forgot the power that come in that. Or I don't know why I'm saying electricity. Okay, and excuse me for my ignorance, but how do trains even, oh duh. All right. Let's move forward. I ain't even gonna ask that dumb ass question because I answered it before I even can get it out. Right? I heard take it. You got the forgotten, and it says missed opportunities and a fear of failure. That's deep, especially with where I'm going, because you're somebody where you can't even comprehend how deep your blood run, and it's deeper than just your ancestors. Okay, literally. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody where you know that you are powerful. Okay, but there is an element of you that you have yet to tap into. Like, don't ever feel like you've outlearned yourself or you mastered something and there's not another level of mastery to that something. Okay, I'm hearing bloom like a flower. Okay, I'm seeing gold as well. All right, and I'm hearing sphinx as well. I've been picking up a lot of that energy. Okay, I'm hearing someone needs to be reminded. Back to the waters, right, and bodily fluids. I don't think anybody should judge somebody for doing what they do, especially as it benefit them and it don't harm anybody else when we drink milk and shit from animals. And ain't that they bodily fluids? Like, let's just be realistic. Okay, and we using them to benefit ourselves, or that's what they tell us that we doing. All right, so something about a trick as well. I'm also hearing trick or treat. Okay, this is also reminding me of somebody's energy. It's like if somebody try you. All right, they think they could be, they think they pulling the wool over your eyes, and the whole time you are the wool is what I just heard. Okay. You are the trick. All right, or you can enjoy and bask in the ambiance. All right, equal give and take, and be treated or be the treat. Okay, this is like giving like walking karma energy. Okay, I'm also hearing something about a backstory. All right, you could be specific. You could be a Gemini sign. What? I tried to say an air sign. Okay, so something about Gemini energy is significant. Okay. Champion achievement. Somebody here also wants something that you are achieving. Okay, because you're showing up as a master, a waker. You may be somebody that brings awareness to people, or this is a life purpose of yours. Okay, and that brings new opportunities and new growth. Okay, yeah, unseen potential. Like I was saying earlier, there's a part of you that you have yet to tap into. Okay, and it's yearning for you right now. All right. I've also found myself lately, like in my prayers, saying that, and I ain't even gonna say prayers because I don't pray. All right, I don't beg and ask for anything. I command. It's gonna be what it is, and that's just what it is. All right, there's a difference. Okay. And now I'm getting this urge to want to start this video over for some reason. For no reason. Because what mistake have I made? Okay, so that's significant. And I just heard the closet crack. Okay. Paranormal activity. All right, I'm also hearing something about memory. Okay. And I don't know if I mentioned earlier, I was talking about the 2 alchemy cards. And I said to myself, they were together, so I separated them. And I said to myself, let's see if you can find your way back, all right, to each other. And then I saw twins here. Okay, so this could be in regards to a person, but I'm heavily picking up on you finding your way back to your higher self, the highest timeline, the highest good is what I just heard. Doing things with pure intention and being responded to in a pure way. But this is like from the divine, from consciousness, from the universe. Less of what people are doing and more about this connection that you have with this unseen realm. You are tapped into an unseen realm. You can only see this realm with your senses. So this is also giving me that unseen potential that you have yet to tap into within yourself. But you can feel this with those senses. Okay, somebody here could be a poet or a writer. Something about a best-selling book is significant. Okay, I'm not sure if this is something you already have or this is something that you were destined to be a part of. Okay, be a part of this community. Be a part of publishing is what I just heard. I also just heard a publishing act. Okay, all channel messages. At this point, I'm just shuffling and the cards falling because I ain't even paying attention to the motherfuckers. Okay, so I'm just getting this energy of like something you were born doing. Everything else is just an accessory. This is also giving me an image because I'm seeing a woman with a lot of jewelry on as well. Okay, or yeah, I'm also seeing being naked with only jewelry could be significant. Okay, artiste. All right, your ability to turn things around, flip the strip, flip the script. I said flip the strip. Okay. And this is reminding me of not being ashamed to be naked, because being naked is something that we've been indoctrinated to be ashamed of. They put some type of derogatory stamp on that, but that's when we feel our most free. All right, and this is deeper than just being naked on the outside. This is like I said, beauty is skin deep. I heard that in a song that I was listening to the other day. And I was trying to wrap my head around what that really means, right? Doing my overthinking or critical thinking or whatever y'all want to call it, all right? And Spirit was like, baby, sometimes the message is right there in the surface. You don't have to think too deep about a message that's already deep enough, okay? So somebody here, you could definitely be an overthinker or some type of overachiever, okay? You got the forgotten. You were never forgotten. Whatever this person is bouncing on, it's giving trampoline, so that could be significant. I'm also getting like producer beats. This is reminding me of frequencies, some type of frequency. This person is high in the sky. Whatever this gold energy is some type of magic that is connecting them to whatever this is. This is reminding me of an eye, but it's also reminding me of one of them exercise things. I don't even know what it's called. Runes could be significant. Something about sigils, signs, rituals is what I'm hearing. All right. I heard Gemini again. Something about Gemini energy and where it is placed in your chart. Okay. Not necessarily the sun sign Eater. What? Whoa. Okay. I just heard eat you alive. All right, but I'm feeling this in two different dynamics. Okay, somebody's really fond of you. All right, I mean sensually, I mean sexually. But there's also somebody here that is really mad at you for being who you are, being multifaceted, being somebody that has different... It's like you pop up and you show one talent and you've mastered this talent, and this person do everything in a might to quiet that down, and you allow them to think that it's quiet, and you just reappear with some other type of talent that they didn't even know you possess. It's like a shock factor, a wow factor. It's given on the stretcher, let me put these plates on your heart. You know how when somebody go dead and then they do that little shit, you know what I'm saying? It's giving that type of energy. Like you're killing somebody. Like these people, okay? So it could be a group of people, but somebody here is being drained by trying to drain you, because you're absorbing that energy and making it work for you instead of against you. It's like you want me to absorb some type of chaos, but you don't know that I survive in chaos. Something about survival, okay, is significant, or no longer having to live in survival mode, because at first you were fighting something that was already in you. And like I said, these could be energies that people sent toward you. But then when you identified that this energy is useful, you transmuted it. If this ain't something you did, this is something you can do. Spirit is bringing this to the light, okay? Somebody here could have a lot of questions about spirituality. Somebody here is exploring what they really are. Who am I? All right. As far, it's given like somebody who has been in different religions or studied different practices or looked at different things, and they're trying to figure out where they fit in all of these pieces and puzzles. But that is the beauty. All right, you missing a point. The point is you are within it all. It's just about your perspective. It's either you're going to be everything or nothing, which is the same thing, because it's labelless. It's just you is what I'm trying to get to. Just be you. The only thing that can restrict you is you. Fuck what somebody else got to say and what somebody else got going on and how they feel. That's when you give your power away by worried about what somebody else think about how you doing you. When if you just stay in the present moment and cherish to get to know yourself, you become unstoppable, bro. I'm telling you. Okay, you could definitely be a seer as well. Something about going to a priest. All right, the twins showed up again. All right, I'm hearing dark and light. Different hues, same frequency. Everything was born out of the same void. I'm just channeling. Okay, I heard take the twins. Someone here could have twins. Scholar. Two very smart children. All right, I'm also seeing you guide these kids even after. It's like you understand the dynamic and what it means to be stuck on this plane, but you're willing to sacrifice that. It's like being a sacrificial lamb for your children, okay? But let's even take that into perspective, right? And I'm not taking away from ancestors. I respect my ancestors, you know what I'm saying? But if you instill in your children what's in you, you won't even have to do that. Because you're already there. You see what I'm saying? You already made the sacrifice. The healing that you did of your womb before they came through. I'm hearing the root canal. Root canal. The foundation. The foundation starts with you before they're even born. Okay? And I'm not taking away from what you didn't do before you knew all this information. No, that's not the point. All right? Take your energy how it resonates. Anything can change, especially when a child is young. Or I'm getting this energy of naked again, being vulnerable, being honest with your children about who you are, where you come from, in the confusion. So that way you guys have some type of understanding and it's easier for them to change if they choose to, rather being forced or feeling lost and confused. Okay, you got the walker. We already spoke on the unknown, all right, and a journey, all right. Something about you going on an unknown journey, not knowing where you're going to be led or how, just taking that first step, testing your faith. Okay, it's significant. I'm also hearing testing fate. Okay, you got the shepherd. This is celebration and family. You could definitely be the black sheep of the family. Gambler. You could be somebody that always took a risk and did something. I'm hearing like the wild child. Okay, you definitely got some type of staple or stigma as a child. Okay, I'm also hearing rejection as well. It's like you turned out to be something that they didn't want you to be or expect you to be. Or this could be something that you're worried about when that should be the least of your worries, because we all on our own separate journey. All right, we often compare ourselves to each other in ways that we don't even realize. Unconsciously, you're comparing yourself, or your parents are comparing. It's like there's a level of comparison when it comes to what you should be doing. I don't know. I'm going to move past that because I had it, but then I lost it, and I don't know why. And I want to be able to explain it, all right? If it's meant to be, it'll come back. Okay, that's significant. Being able to make mistakes too and be seen, all right? Because at the end of the day, like, what the fuck is perfection? Can somebody tell me what perfection is? And I bet everybody who got something to say or respond to they're going to have a different perspective of what perfection is. That's way different from the definition. And even the definition, I'm hearing it's flawed in itself. Okay? Because what we think is perfect could be different. Like, my setup, I feel like is perfect. You know, I like the bright colors. But somebody else could be, you know, a little sensitive to all of the colors, and they might like things plain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Perfection is in the effort, not the results. The magic is happening during the process. Perfection is in the effort. Perfection is in the effort. It's the fact that you got up and you did it. It's the fact that you tried. It's the fact that you chose. It's the fact that you learned and executed what you learned. Okay? Something about your voice is significant. Okay? Your DNA as well. Because look at my hair. Somebody here could have curly hair as well. I'm also hearing dyeing your hair. You could be a storyteller, or I'm getting like a channel where you tell stories. Like, this could be a YouTube channel, TikTok. All right. You could be, like I said, a writer. Something about writing is significant. Spirit said use the gold cards. Gotcha. Okay, because I was looking for something else. I'm also hearing the answer is right in your face. It's within. Okay. With these cards, I'm feeling a level of liberation. Like something that you were thinking, something that you thought, a person who you thought you should be, or who you were becoming to please, to satisfy somebody else. It's like you've liberated yourself from that. You notice that this goat's head is not in this, girl, listen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's not suspended, like being sacrificed. Okay, this rope is not tied around his neck. He's not suffocating, okay? And that's what I'm getting, like this energy of no longer feeling like you're suffocating. All right, I'm heavily picking up on somebody that's Spirit is trying to get you to understand and awaken you to your true power. Truly. All right, you got the catalyst, radical changes and taking control. The moment that you choose the moment that you choose to change your mind about who you are and stop seeing yourself outside of yourself. It's like we like to say our higher self, right? That's a slippery slope. I'm a little 50-50 with that. Because the way Spirit is showing me is that you can embody your higher self and you can embody your lower self. But the twins represent both, them dancing with each other. That's what creates the alignment. All right. The twins is representing self-protection and dual natures. Okay. I don't feel like these two birds are different. I feel like they're one and the same. All right, but in two different elements, or they exist on two different planes, okay? And then you got the hunter. This says sure-footedness and predestination. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this AC off. I'm hearing something about the perfect amount. Somebody here is a perfectionist, bro. You have gotten so used to living off the opinions of others that you are truly out of touch with yourself. Okay? Sure-footedness and predestination. This is giving me like you have a purpose or you have some type of destiny. But with this 8 of Pentacles and this 4 of Pentacles, it's like there's a job holding you back. Okay? This could be a job that you go to every day. Or this could be a job that you have given yourself that you ain't getting paid for. i.e. trying to save the world and save other people. Okay? But you have forgotten yourself. Oftentimes we ask when things aren't going our way or we don't feel our best, have God forgotten us? But it's not about if God forgot you. It's about you forgetting you, because how could God forget? All right? Especially if you are embodying the powers that God gave you, or even, this is not even about embodying it sometimes. It's just about recognizing, acknowledging it. Because once you acknowledge that power, it awakens. And it ain't going to leave you alone until it's lived, until it's expressed. Okay, this could be as simple as you just drawing because you love to. And the emotions, the love, the passion that you have while doing what you love is felt through other people. With this catalyst, it's like you being the catalyst to somebody else's growth because you chose to grow. Being this example, this is also bringing me back to the children, our children. Okay, the kids, we are their examples. Yes, one day they'll make their own decisions. I'm also getting to, somebody here, you could have like a dynamic where it's like you didn't get along with your parents that well. Something about the mother energy. I'm getting mother and father wounds. Something about the disconnect with the parents. This could even be you not feeling, I'm hearing foster home or adoption. Okay, something about the parents here. And a disconnection. And you wanting to be better, or you changing that dynamic. Or somebody here could also feel like they don't even want to have no children because they ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like you were scarred or traumatized from something from your childhood. So it's holding you back from creating life. Okay, and that's deep. Like, this is deeper than just having a physical child. Trauma from the childhood. And this is trauma that you occurred because somebody else was also traumatized. And you see how that energy just bounced from person to person to person, from generation to generation to generation. A trauma that if you acknowledge that it was there, it would open something up inside of you, and you would realize that you had to go through whatever that is to even become. It was a part of your story. I didn't even realize storytellers say viewpoints and control. How are you being controlled by your own perspective? How are you being controlled by your own viewpoints? Are they truly yours, or this is something that you heard and you've adopted? This could even be your spirituality, and however you express it, through religion, through whatever. I don't know why I'm hearing Ifa, I'm hearing voodoo. I'm also getting different religions that aren't, they're worldwide, but you got those worldwide religions that everybody know and everybody is willing to represent, even if they don't mean it. And then you got those religions that people do in secret because of whatever reason. Like, most people ain't going around saying, I do voodoo, or I'm a hoodooist. But a lot of people around this bitch saying that they're Muslim. Or a lot of people around this bitch saying that they Christian. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and I'm getting this element of being hidden. Alright, I'm also hearing hidden in plain sight. Alright, you got judgment here. You could definitely be a whistleblower. Or you could also be somebody that's able to see. Like, I'm getting psychic abilities, but you're able to see, like, I'm hearing iridology report. So this is like somebody that uses their sixth sense to scan a person's body and tell them what's wrong with their health. Okay? Yeah. You got the Death card with the Seven of Swords, with the Four of Swords. You could also be somebody that has predicted deaths before, especially with this judgment, or this is like calling out dead energy in a person's auric field and bringing it back to life. So you could be Reiki master, or some type of frequency healer. Okay? Or this is literally you just speaking some type of speech, and you could be making people think, you know, give them deeper thoughts or something about critical thinking. Okay? But there is some type of job here that could be holding you back. In a moment that you release that and you let it go with this Ace of Swords, you're going to get a plethora of ideas. So much sore that so much sore. Someone could be sore. I'm also hearing something about a cold sore or sores around the lip. I don't know why I'm seeing herpes. Okay, that could be significant for someone. Yakai Awakening. Look him up. Okay, if you suffering with any type of dis-ease or discomfort, it's all energy. I'm hearing it's an energy spell. Okay, and it's expressing itself in the physical just like anything else, and anything could be done, could be undone. All right, depending on the doing is what I just heard. But yeah, the right herbs, the right amount of discipline, especially if it wasn't your fault. Okay. And that's so funny. I just did a reading yesterday talking about how somebody burning, but this wasn't somebody that was high vibrational. This was karma that someone is going to endure because of the way that they treated another person. All right. So I definitely didn't mean to offend nobody that, you know what I'm saying, going through something and it wasn't your fault or you were born with it or something like that. No. But at the end of the day, like, that's what that motherfucker get. That's all I gotta say. Because, baby, listen, I believe in balance, duality. You heard what I said earlier, the twins. Fuck all of that. You want to play games and you going to be the game that being played. And you ain't even going to know it, okay? You defeated some type of cycle here of people trying to weigh you down. Or this is something that you are currently working through. Not allowing outside circumstances to drain you. I'm also hearing drain your pockets because you are a energy source. You're very popular. I'm also getting a popular loner. With this, it's like, ooh, I almost called my own name just then. I was going to say Shay always got the idea. I don't know. I'm also hearing something about self-gloating. Like you need to big yourself up. You need to. It's time. It's time for you to gloat yourself and stop looking for other people to satisfy that dopamine. I mean, damn, did I say that right? Something about dopamine and the satisfaction, but you're looking for the void to be filled from outside instead of being present in the void. Because that is the feeling. All right. I'm also hearing dumplings. Somebody could be cooking some soup, chicken and dumpling. I'm also seeing somebody who make their own medicines. I'm seeing a lot of jars being cured. All right, I heard overnight. I'm also hearing overnight success, stardom, a star. Okay, somebody here could be about to blow up due to some type of idea. All right, or your idea is gonna blow up here, something here. All right, but like I said, I'm seeing medicine jars under the cabinet. Okay. You could also be somebody that always imagined yourself being famous ever since you were a child. Or you knew there's something about your energy that was meant to be adored or spread. I'm hearing spreadsheet across the world. Okay. Maybe this could even scared you because like I said, based on trauma here. This could have even been like people saying, oh, if you become famous because you signed a deal with the devil. Bro, everybody ain't signing deals with devils. Like, and what if signing a deal with the devil? Let's just think hypothetically, right? And not think of God and the devil as physical entities because they're not. All right. What if you just made a deal with your shadow side to help you in this world? This physical world, because ain't that what the devil represent? Materialistic success or things on a material level. Why do we always have to associate certain things with demon or demonic energies? That's what make us afraid to face these things. And in order for you to be you, you gotta have an angel on one side of your shoulder and a little demon on the other, because that's what we identify with it as, you know what I'm saying? But both of them are still angels. They're just on different planes and are needed, because if it wasn't needed, it wouldn't exist. I think sometimes we get so hyper fixed on things that we take away the beauty by drowning it out with such ugliness, for better or lack of terms, right? This is also reminding me of judgment with this Hierophant. It's reminding me of the church and how certain religions try to cast you out or judge you based off of the fact that you don't relate to them. But that's deeper than the church as well. People do that in general. We don't even realize how the same energy is used in different aspects of our life. Whole time we thinking we got control, and true control is letting go. Allowing yourself to just be. Stop putting a box or a label around doing something because somebody else said it was bad. Like, the moment that I realized, like, yo, it's really not that deep. It ain't that deep, you know what I'm saying? And I like to think that true consciousness is not judging you, especially if that consciousness is a part of you. And when I say consciousness, I'm referring to God. How could I be judged when I came here connected to a source outside of myself, or we think it's outside of ourselves? So something about the way you're thinking is changing, or you're being ushered into some type of change when it comes to your perspective. Because this shift, this change in perspective of how you see yourself is going to be the catalyst of you experiencing this timeline that you were always meant to experience. Okay, or it's going to speed something up with this Eight of Wands. I'm also hearing something about a speedy recovery. All right, we've been talking about being naked this whole time, and you got the Star card right here. Vulnerability is going to be important as well. All right, you just existing in your purity. All right, is the truth. I'm also seeing this as someone taking one sword at a time instead of being overwhelmed with all of these thoughts. You taking one thought, thoroughly thinking about it, looking at it from different perspectives, and creating something to triumph. Or something that creates some sort of success, some sort of victory. Okay? And then you're realizing, oh, this is easier than I thought. Don't allow this job to hold you back. Like I said, whatever this job is, this could be a person. And you just doing too much. You being there too much. You overexerting. I'm hearing exaggerating. I'm also hearing exasperation. Okay? And it's causing your will to be stuck. But you got angels, helpers, ancestors ready for you to explore. Something about writing a book is significant. It's a few writers in this collective. This could even be writing stories that are told. Like I said earlier, production, movies. And look, an ad played. And it's very exasperated. It sounds so exciting. All right. And that ad was showing plus size models in underwear. Okay, so that could be significant as well. I'm also hearing something about copper. Copper is significant. Copper raises the vibration and it also heals. All right, I'm also getting something about frequencies with certain I don't know what this is called. I'm hearing a harp, but it's some type of instrument that's used to heal the sick. Okay. I'm also seeing someone using themselves as an instrument to heal the sick. You have a lot of high level abilities, bro. It's time. Spirit is asking, yes, it's time to take action. It's time to expand. It's time for you to be free. And be that divine child that you came to be. I've been talking about perspective this whole reading. What is the Page of Pentacles doing? Examining this pentacle. It's a star in the middle of this pentacle. And you got the star card here. So this is, to me, is speaking to frequency. This could even be, how I'm seeing this is somebody got their soul in their hand and they looking at the different elements of their soul. Also seeing their soul as a portal, as an experience, seeing themselves as a true experience. Modeling could be significant as well, because both of these people represent some type of model. All right, I'm hearing something about a modeling agency. I'm seeing somebody scroll online at different like you looking for something, you searching for something here. And this could be in regards to a business, or someone is searching for you and you don't even know it. All right, is what I just heard. And not on a level of stalking, but it's like something here that you have inside of you. People are looking for to book your services. All right, this is how you serve. If you feel like you got to save the world, this is your way of doing it. Saving your world. And we back to the beginning. I always say in the beginning of my readings, if I remember, the only way to save the world is to save your own. And guess what? Spirit, we've been talking about saving your world this whole reading, this whole message. Okay, I'm going to end off with some Urkel. Somebody's name could be Earl. I'm hearing Urkel as well. I don't know why I just heard old people names. Okay, no offense. I'm not trying to be offended, baby. I'm just a messenger. But something about being young and having an older name, or a name that matched the soul, is what I just heard. Okay, I don't usually use these cards, but I'm being called to use the spell cards. All right, something about your hands are significant. There's a lot of power in them. Okay. I'm here also really learning how to do magic. It's bringing me back to, wow, we've been talking about beauty this whole time. Beauty in its true form. Somebody here could also be doing beauty magic on themselves, or glamour magic on themselves. Okay, going in the mirror, telling yourself how beautiful you are. Putting on the right clothes, you know, doing your makeup, doing your hair, really filling yourself out. Or this is something that Spirit is telling you to tap into, because it's going to open something up within you. Okay, even if you don't wear makeup, what makes you feel beautiful? All right, I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Bro, fuck that. I'm taking that. I'm taking it. I'm hearing something about an auction. I'll take that. Okay, like I said, somebody looking for you. I'll take that one. Let me get that one. Okay, and it's crazy because I'm seeing you a part of a lineup and people just go by and they're choosing over you. But this is the perspective you're seeing it as. But everybody is in there with an eye for something special to them. Not everybody is gonna relate. Not everybody gonna like you. Not everybody gonna come to stay. All right, this is reminding me of like sometimes when I see my numbers flexing, right, and my subscribers. And I feel like sometimes Spirit just be trying to test me or whatever. But you gotta realize, everybody subscribe to the channel for whatever reason that they want to subscribe. And it's okay to unsubscribe. Who gives a fuck? And that's the point. You gotta be secure within where you are. I'm here at all times, because somebody here I'm speaking to, you meant to walk into the rooms where they call these people stars, you know, these man-made celebrities is what I just heard, and not divinely orchestrated celebrities is what I just heard. I don't know. Okay, Spirit, what you mean by that? I know what you mean, but I'm trying to figure out, do I really want to sit here and explain it? And I already talked for 44 goddamn minutes. 44:04 on the clock when I said that. Okay, so fours are significant. Stability, the Emperor energy, taking charge, knowing thyself, being comfortable with thyself despite the opinions of other people who don't know theyself, that ain't comfortable with theyself. Imagine you getting out of character or feeling some type of way because somebody else who don't even know theyself, not secure within theyself, got something to say about what you're doing. Because if they did, They wouldn't be harsh in the first place because they would see you as a reflection of them. You get what I'm saying? We got to stop judging ourselves so harshly because the world gonna do that anyways. You could be a very sensual person, very sensitive as well. Okay, your freedom flowing from afar. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. And it's talking about freedom. All right. I'm hearing freedom rides, freedom riders. I think that's a movie. Okay, friendship, F words. Your name could start with an F or something about F words. Okay, or the F word could be your favorite cuss word. Fuck off, man. All right, let me be serious. All right, I'm gonna get maybe 2 more. Yeah, your energy is very potent here, some type of creative energy. Okay, I'm hearing predestined. It was always meant to happen. Look, the unseen potential and hesitation. It's time for you to stop hesitating and just jump into it. Step right into who you're supposed to be, who you're being called to be. The things that you are afraid of because somebody else said to be afraid. Fuck all that. You are protected. You could be somebody that's psychic and you were meant to think that you were a devil because you knew how to see things. Fuck it, I'll be that. Because how can I control a gift that I was born with? You can't. All you can do is step into that gift and just be. Imagine if I gave a fuck. I wouldn't be here, y'all. I'm telling you. But I knew I can't just keep this to myself. If I want to help the world, because I had that mentality too, bitch. Put on my cape, save the world, do everything. Make sure everything is perfect. Whole time I'm in circumstances and situations where people are using my energy and putting their face on it. Jobs, relationships, family dynamics, friendships. Fuck that. When I truly decide to step into my power, a lot of them motherfuckers couldn't even take the heat. They couldn't. And that's just something that I had to live with. Accept myself for who I am. There's always going to be somebody out there that go against how you feel. That's natural. It's a part of nature. Not everything is meant to flow the same way, grow the same way, shine the same way. But that's the beauty of it. Because life would be boring as fuck if we all did the same thing. We're the same people. That's why consciousness decided to experience the physical in different existences. Through the trees, through the wind, through fire, through the water, through this human experience, through animals. It all was bred from the same consciousness. Even if us as humans hybrid things and brought things together, nature hybrid things. Nature splices its own self up to create new fruits and new experiences. Just to be able to experience new. It's always ever changing. I'm also hearing the only thing constant is change. Look, to choose you will be the best possible fucking decision. To step into who you are, who you're being called to embody, that energy. You want to step into a new timeline, but you letting motherfuckers who don't even understand what timeline jumping is stop you. Where is the spirit, the common sense in that? You know what I'm saying? Where's the spirit? I ain't trying to be a, you know what I'm saying, a bitch. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you, baby. Because this is not about you feeling... If I trigger you, it's either you're going to be triggered and you're going to change, or you're going to be triggered and feel some type of way. Either way, you got to go home with those feelings, not me. And it's not to be mean. It's just being honest, okay? Somebody here just step into the honesty. Fuck it, bro. It says, Artemis, goddess of the bow, Help me see what must be known. I also feel like with me picking up these magical spell cards, because I think that's what they call, there's something about you tapping into magic and not being afraid of that word, and not being afraid of the arts, and not being afraid of any of it, because it's all you. It's just how you're looking at it. It was how you were taught that you're seeing this thing outside of yourself. Like I said, consciousness created it all, even if it was a human, because that consciousness is within us and it's being expressed outside of us, like these cards. I wonder who the first person was that came up with tarot cards. Now it's a fucking legend. It'll forever live on. Excuse me, it'll never die out. And I feel like whoever you are, you a fucking legend. You will forever live on. You're never meant to expire. And with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all on the next video. And I just realized I didn't introduce myself. I ain't say hey. I ain't shout out the members. I ain't do none of that. I just got straight into it. I just get that spirit is saying ain't no more time to waste. Even though me saying that is not a waste of time. It's just like, at the end of the day, if a person wants services from you anyways, they gonna check your description box anyways. You see what I'm saying? I don't even gotta say that, because if you want to read, you know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, I'm probably gonna say it in my next video. Whatever. I'm just using it as an example. Okay. This study card is standing out to me. Someone could also be going to school. I'm hearing phlebotomy. Phlebotomy. All right, but somebody could be studying medicine here. All right, these could even be herbs. You're studying something that contributes to healing people in this world. All right, and it's something that you truly love. And I also feel like you're going to meet your true love. Somebody here is thinking about love and they love life. And maybe you even feel like you might die without it. All right. Or this anxious feeling around finding true love. You find true love when you step into the life that your soul is called to. Because on that timeline, only true love can find you. You can only be expressed or experience the expression of love through that frequency, because it is a frequency. True love is something that you feel within before it ever truly reflects outside. Because listen, let me tell you something. The only way you can see true love in things that people look over is if you love yourself, because you recognize love. True love helps you find that recognition of what love is to you, because just like perfection, what one person may love, another person may not. We've been talking about perspective this whole time. There's some type of thought process here that needs to be let go, so that way you can truly express who you are. And who you are is powerful, baby. You're a fucking legend. And with that being said, I'm out this bitch, okay? Check me out in the description, okay? If you want to enter the raffle, baby, all you got to do is either become a member. You'll get 7 free entries. And every month after that, you'll get another 7 free entries. Or you could pay $1. For every $1 you pay, you get an entry into the raffle. And the raffle serves as a purpose of me giving back, okay? And giving out free readings to people that need them, you know what I'm saying? Or that support me. You know, it's just my way of saying I love y'all back, okay? With that being said, I'm out, all right? Apparently, I feel like I don't talk too much. So it's time to go. Peace. I'll see y'all later. Bye.